Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Holden and Brandy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Holden's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Brandy is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in her right hand. That leaves her left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. You're going to be introduced to this training equipment and taught how to use it properly during your follow-up training session. Now Holden is sitting very nicely at Brandy's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done, and the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. The command is Holden, heel. Good, heel, bud. And that is proper leash walking without dragging you down the street. He should walk next to you nicely. And when you stop, we're teaching him to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. And he gets praised for a good job. Good heel, Holden. Good boy. That was a nice automatic sit. So when you're walking down the street and someone's approaching or you're crossing traffic, he should be sitting at your left waiting for his next command. Then you can't outmuscle him. He can outmuscle you. So if you have to use a little bit of a treat or you have to give a little bit of a correction, and he tires relatively quickly because of his size, so it's easy enough to tire him out pretty quickly when you're working with him, and this makes him an easier dog to live with. That was your sit stay. It's a hand and a voice command, and you're not going to use his name. The long sit stay you can practice indoors as well as outdoors. When you return, you walk all the way around him. You stop at his shoulders, and he gets praised, and then he's ready to start again, and Brandy starts walking with him. Nice automatic sit. She leaves him in another sit stay. She walks all the way out to the end of her training leash, and your homework will be to lengthen out your time and your distance with these sit stays. It helps to develop focus, and it teaches him that you're in charge. This is the come on command. He should come right in and sit. No pause on you, no jumping on you. He's getting tired. He's going to anticipate the next command. Brandy leaves him in another sit stay. And she worked him before we started this video, so now he's tired. She's going to use his name. She's going to lighten her tone of voice, and she calls him in. And he comes in and sits. Very good. Now the next commands that we're going to be demonstrating for you are the ones that he's been trying to demonstrate for you, and those are the down commands. There are two. The first one is the down from a heel position. So with him at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. And again, you can practice this right in your living room. Lengthen out your time and your distance. You want a 5-minute long down stay. She goes back to his shoulders and she stops. She gives him the command to heel, and he gets up and walks with her again. If you speed up, he should do the same. If you slow down, he should slow down. And that's very good downs, and that's a hard command to teach a dog that weighs more than you do. He came right in, sat. He gets lots of love for coming. You can do your down from a distance from there if you want. Now this is your down from a distance, and this is a little harder. but he did it on the first time because he's tired. He wants to be done. So this shows you what obedience training can do as far as taking a little bit of the edge off of him and giving you a dog that's tired at the end of a workout. If you run through this video twice, you're going to have a dog that's calmer, quieter, easier to handle, and doesn't feel the need to protect you. So Holden has come a very, very long way, and he and Brandy have gotten very attached to one another. We've enjoyed having him, even though he can be a challenge, mainly because of his size, and he can put some oomph behind it when he decides not to do something. We've enjoyed having him, and we want to thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.